Hi guys! Today I'm decorating another heart cake. The flavour is vanilla sponge with Lotus Biscoff buttercream and it's extra tall, so it has 3 layers. When I read the inquiry for this cake, she said all shades of pink. She wanted pink, pink and some more pink. So that's what we're doing. And I'm just going to let you guys know now. It did not go well. A few mistakes were made, but I'm going to show you what went wrong and what I did to fix it. So, troubleshooting. So when I was scraping this cake, right, there was a lot of air bubbles, and every time I scraped, it just got worse and worse and worse until it was just a disaster. So in situations like this, don't fret, just keep scraping. You want to scrape off as much buttercream as you can, or until you're left with a smooth base like this. And I know the color is looking crazy, but you want to put it in the fridge until that base is hardened, and then ice it again with a thinner layer. And the second time around, it always goes on a lot smoother. I don't know the science behind it, but it works, just trust me. There could be a few reasons why my buttercream wasn't behaving this time, and I think the culprit was my cake was too cold. So every time I was scraping, the buttercream was just peeling off. So to avoid this, just make sure that you're defrosting your cake for at least 30 minutes before you start icing it. Now onto the piping. She gave me creative freedom as long as it was pink, over the top and vintage. She had a nice budget. So I was doing a lot. And I got to try out some of the new piping tips I got. Spoiler alert, not all of them worked very well, but I'll leave all the tips I used in the caption below. But I have some news, guys. I have some news alert. I'm always getting DMs about decorating techniques. How can I do this? How did you learn to do this? All of that stuff. And I can't answer every single question on a video. So I've decided to do some in-depth tutorials, like one-on-one classes, like I'm in the kitchen with you. So if you have any particular questions you want me to answer, or a specific cake you want to learn how to decorate, let me know in the comments, or you can email me. I'll put my email on the screen, and I'll compile all of your questions to make sure that you guys are getting as much information as you can out of these classes. I'm so excited. I'll be filming near the end of the month, so get your questions in now, and I'll let you guys know once those have been edited and ready to purchase. Okay, back to the cake. I am doing swags. I didn't know they were called swags, you know. I was like, what kind of piping technique is called swag? But that's what they are. And then here I'm using my ruffle tip just to go over them to add a little bit more dimension. And I used one of my new piping tips to do those swirls on the top, but I absolutely hated them. I hated them. So I went back in with my trusty leaf tip to do some ruffles instead. And I just think it looks so much better. But me being me, I was looking at the top and bottom borders and I was like, this is the wrong shade of pink. So I took those off as well and repiped them. I don't know if you can see the difference, but it made a huge difference to me. I then went over the bottom with a pink ruffle and then a reverse shell border as well, and finished off each peak with a shell. That was a lot. Now for my favorite part, I got these butterflies off Amazon and I just think they look so good. Proper realistic, innit? I cannot. My Manchester accent jumped out. But I put some sprinkles in between each shell, and then I used my groovy letter silicone mold to make these fondant letters. I'm just arranging them on the top. It says happy 21st Nyasha. I've got a cousin called Nyasha. Anyway, I finished off the cake with my glitter spray as always, and here's a final spin for you guys. I am obsessed. This is gorgeous. If this isn't screaming pink, pink and more pink, you're blind. I showed the customer and she absolutely loved it, of course. And as always, guys, let me know what you think of this cake. But guess what I'm decorating right now? The burn away cake, finally. So that's going to be my next video. Keep your eyes peeled for that.